For a while, I've been posting pictures on Weekly 50 that are more artistic, pictures of bikes and knots of rope and flowers and things like that. This is totally different because this is not artistic in any way. This is about, I don't know, capturing a moment maybe. I'm not even sure how to classify this picture because it's not so much the picture as it is the experience of taking the picture. And this what you're looking at is one of these campus preachers that you see sometimes if you're in college, you hear about sometimes if you're not in college. And these people show up, and I don't mean to say these people in a derogatory sense. I just mean I see this guy, the kids on campus call him Preacher Bob, and I see others like him at campuses around the country. And generally they show up and they like to incite, I don't want to say incite violence because they typically don't, but they like to rile students up. And you can see his shirt there. Jesus hates sin. And if you go to Hebrews chapter 1 verse 9, yes, that's true. But he is when this guy shows up, he preaches this theology that is rooted in hatred for his fellow man and condemnation for everyone around him. And I sometimes, like when I took this picture, I just stand there and listen sometimes. And I think that's what a lot of students do, or just stand there and listen out of curiosity. And it's kind of, I would say it's sad to me, but it's mostly, I dismiss this guy like I would dismiss a fly buzzing at my doorstep or things like that, because I don't understand what he's doing, and when you try and talk to him, he has prejudged you whenever you try and talk to him. And I see students like the young man here trying to talk to this guy. He prejudges you. He assumes many things about you, and he isn't trying to listen and open up a dialogue. It's just yelling vile hatred. And the reason I posted this is because it's a contrast to a picture I posted much earlier, and you can see a link to it on the blog, where there's a guy from the Gideon's International Organization, and in the picture I posted earlier, he's friendly, he's having a conversation one-on-one with the student, and they're just talking. And if you're in the business of saving souls, this guy is not doing it. The guy from the Gideons is doing it. I don't know what this guy is doing, but it's not really working. And to me, it was an interesting experience to photograph. And so I kind of approached it like a journalist. And I didn't want to stay there for very long. In fact, you're not even allowed to get close to these guys. The campus police make you stand far away so that no violence erupts. But it was kind of uncomfortable to photograph because the words were so loud and the emotions are running so high. But I wanted to do it kind of as a challenge. And I also present it in black and white because I thought that made it more impactful. In color, his shirt is bright yellow with bright red letters, and you're focused on his shirt more than anything else. And here I think presenting it in black and white makes you take in the whole scene a little more and see the students behind and see the guy on the left-hand side who's trying to talk to this Preacher Bob or whatever he's called. So anyway, there's no artistry to this. I guess you could even call it a snapshot. But it was an experience for me to take it, and I don't imagine I'll be doing it again, but I am glad to have done this.